Hello friends, welcome to this video. So in this video, I will show you a component library of React.js where you can actually lazy load your content. So if you are displaying any sort of images, text that you want to lazy load, specifically I will talk about images. So you can see I'm fetching the images from a JSON placeholder API, and you can see the images are just lazy loading it. We are not loading all the images at one go, but as we are scrolling down, the user scrolls down, we are actually lazy loading the images. So essentially I will show you this package which is specifically there for React.js applications. So this will actually optimize your website and also reduce the network load on the website as well. Your website will not download all the data at once, but rather as the user scroll down, then only the images will pop in. So you can see the images are lazy loading it. So there is a specific package out there in React.js which is called as React lazy load image component. So it's specifically there for images only. So if you want to lazy load your images, this is actually the component npmi react lazy load image component. So just install this, and it's a very popular module, almost 187,000 weekly downloads. So I have already installed it, so I will show you a very simple example. So just make a simple functional component. So let me just write this code step by step. So first of all, what we need to do, you need to first of all make a simple functional component, and then we need to import this module which is lazy load image, and which will be coming from this package which is react lazy load image component, and it's 27 kilobytes package, and it also contains the css file as well. We do need to import the css file as well, react lazy load component, and it contains the source effects, and it contains the blur effect. So we will blur the images that are not seen in the viewport. So we are having this blur css. So after this, we will have these two state variables which are required for this application for data fetching. We will have the post variable. So here we'll be storing all the posts which will be coming from the API, and we'll be using the useState hook of React.js. Initial value will be empty array, and then there will be this variable boolean parameter set loading, and the initial value will be true. So here we'll basically make a very simple function which will fetch the data from the API inside the use effect hook. So essentially what we are doing, we are actually fetching this data from JSON placeholder API, which is a fake REST API for developers, and right here we are converting this data into JSON, and we are using the simple fetch call inside the browser, and then we are setting the post and basically hiding the loading screen. And here we are using the use effect hook, which basically it's a hook in React.js which executes whenever your application executes for the very first time. And here we are actually calling this function fetch post. So it will actually fetch the data. So now we just need to import the use effect. So it will be imported, you will see from React. So if you go to your application, just you will see in the console, we will get the data. Essentially in this, we will get an array of objects. Each object will contain these three properties, which is body, ID, title. And we also need to now display this data. So for displaying this data, we will come to the JSX part, and right here, we first of all say if the loading is true, then we will show this message to the user that loading post dot 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 if the value is true. So now if the loading is parameter is not true, then in that case our data will be there. So we'll be mapping through each post using the map operator, and for each post we will show the data. We will basically bind this key parameter which will be post.id, and inside this we will actually have this component lazy load image. So basically in this way you can actually display, wrap everything, whatever image that you want to lazy load, you basically wrap everything using this and then lazy load image tag. And right here, if you have a local image, so it takes an argument right here, which is source parameter. So here you need to give the address of this image. So this image is located, it will be coming from the API. So pixum dot photos dot id, and here we'll be pasting the id, which is post dot id, and it takes some options right here. It also have the pre-made effects. One such effect is blur effect, so your image will be blurred as soon as it is fetched from the API. You can even control the height as well, so you can give it a integer value, let's suppose 200, and a width of 300. So now what happens, if you see, if you refresh now, you will see your images. We do need to actually give it a, it doesn't contain an end tag, so we just need to close this. I think I made some kind of mistake here, so what I will do, I will paste it. So all the source code will be given in the description, so don't worry about it. So this is my, so we pasted this. You can see we are displaying this from the Pixum API, and we have this effect of blur. If you refresh now, so now all the images will not be loaded. The images will be lazy loaded. You can see as I am scrolling down, the images are being blurred. So in this easy way, you can implement the lazy load functionality of images inside your React.js application using this module, which significantly reduces the load on the network. All the website data will not be loaded in one go. It will be splitted across multiple scenarios. So as soon as the user comes to the image, then only it will be loaded. So it's a very good approach, lazy load approach. So all the source code will be given in the description. So this is the module here. So thank you very much for watching this video, and do check out my website as well, freemediatools.com, which contains thousands of tools regarding audio, video and image. And I will be seeing you in the next video.